Hello everyone! And welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc! I forget what I was doing in the last episode. It's been like a month since I played. Despair Squadron! Monokuma! Okay. All I know is Hifumi and Kiyotaka died last episode. I think. Kiyotaka? Is that his name? That's his full name, right? I'm calling him by his full name. I hope I got that right. Oh! Makoto! Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Repository. Huh? You mean... I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository. I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? Well, where's that? What? I don't know. Rec room. Repository map? Map? Uh-oh. I was supposed to find out where that was. Equipment room? Maybe I should check on Toko. Toko! I was about to say Toka. Art room. Most of them are in the art room. I want to check on Toko, though. Toko? Equipment room. He's in the equipment room. Where's the equipment room? This is the art room. Equipment room is down here? No, that's physics. Toko! Toko? Uh-oh. Toko, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. Toko! Art room. Okay, let me look at that one more time. Okay. Hallway physics lab. Oh, it's in the physics lab. Okay. I'll go in there. Sorry, guys. I need to check on my best girl. I need to make sure she's okay. Oh wait, she's unconscious in there. I need to hurry up to the repository. Don't I check on Toko? I forgot she fainted from the blood last episode. But what if Toko isn't okay? Even though actually she will be. Never mind. Are the bodies here somewhere? Maybe in there? Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. I mean, you don't really have to go inside, but... So I opened the door. I could have talked to Byakuya, but I ignored him because he's a dickhead. Sorry, Byakuya. And when I entered, I saw... Uh-oh. Oh, Byakuya is looking with him. Uh-oh. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Ding dong, ding dong. You won a brand new car! A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. Uh-oh. And so, here we are! Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file! I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right. Just hand it over already. Now, make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial. Okay, see you later. See you, Monokuma. Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit. Hold on! you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know? Dead! Gone forever! They're never coming back! Awful! This is all just too awful! Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body. Oh. Who would do this? Why? Why? Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Oh, I was thinking maybe he'd wake up. Oh. What? Oh my god, he's alive! What? This wasn't... Hifumi's alive! He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming? Hifumi! Wake up! Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak. Come on! You gotta wake up! I remember everything. Before I met you all. What? I met you all. His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us. Ah, the light. It's reaching out to me. No, Hifumi! Like the tail of a comet. Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro. Yasuhiro! Uh-oh. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Oh, we got to hear his last words, though. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. Oh. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality. You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins. No calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat. You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. You said Yasuhiro, right? Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to. And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies? The criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers? Is that what Hiro is? If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends? Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble. Yes, it does look that way. going to begin again. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this. Make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Yeah, Makoto, unfortunately. Investigate! First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it? Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe. There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt. She has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here? Don't be rude! I'm here to answer your question! What question? You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial. Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened? So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murderer is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will graduate. I'm letting him speak. So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it. And there's no way anyone will work together, right? So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. Or are you saying nobody worked together this time either? Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct to the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing! And we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal? Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is... let me have a thought first. I was thinking, what if there's two different murders going on? What if this isn't all just the one case? What if this is two killers, two separate murders that just happened at the same time? I don't know. The one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. True blackened? With just one person? That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then... Kyoko, where are you? As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. You know, Don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Just-Eyed Jack. What? I'm offended. Oh, Just-Eyed Jill's back. Yeah. When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. He's like, get away from me. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl. Milk sack? Why do I gotta be a suspect? Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. He's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, they were still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing. That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about. On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again. Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway. Then that's that. Let's begin. Okay. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi. But figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. No, I feel you, Makoto. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, let's look at him. Hi, Hifumi. Hifumi's big, cold, dead body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? Makoto, come on, man! From the nurse's office, where he was discovered, to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? Makoto, let's not body shame, it's 2021. It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. And when you think about it, that could apply to anybody. It's a hard feat trying to move a body, man. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood! Oh, they're not anymore. And now, they're completely clean! Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Hifumi's glasses has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What if he was like faking it at first and then the killer actually killed him afterwards? I don't know. Anything else? Oh, no. Nothing else. Okay, I get it. I get it, Makoto, I get it. Okay, let's examine Kiyotaka's body. Taka will never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? There's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind when the body was moved. Ah, blue tarp has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Hi, Sakura! There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Would you like my help? Yeah! Let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. We decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow! Something's moving around the top of the stairs! Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste! What's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him! That strange costume man! He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Yeah! Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office! This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and head back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened. Also, isn't it weird that the body discovery thing played, but Hifumi wasn't actually dead? That's kinda sus. But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. So that was probably only for Taka and not Hifumi. And then that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all head back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran to Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared! We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. But from there, we began our search for the both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And then we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now. Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Oh, so it's an optional thing. Whoops. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Yeah, keep it as evidence. Spotless hammer has been added to the Truths of Bullets section of your handbook. I'm gonna say it right here and now. Celeste is kinda sus. She's found the bodies. Well, first of all, she got attacked and knocked out. She found the bodies. She took a picture of the dude with the body, or with Hifumi. And then she was there when the bodies disappeared. I don't know, it was pretty sus. Hey, Makoto? I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right back to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have been us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wondered the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Would you like to hear my theory? Okay, my theory. Celeste and Hifumi were in on killing Taka, okay? Hifumi pretended to be dead, thinking he wouldn't die, thinking he'd be hurt so he wouldn't be a suspect. And then he wanted to help Celeste because pretty girl. And so he walked all the way up here carrying Taka, and then he put Taka down, and then Celeste killed Hifumi. That is my theory, and he's saying Yasuhiro to save Celeste's butt. That's my theory. I have no idea if that's correct. Yakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and the murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died. Yeah, he said Hiro's name. And there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the body? They probably figured out that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people? What? Yeah, it's harder to hide from killing 2 people. Because all the rule says is if you kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. Hold on. Perhaps... I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay? Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, I gave you a pendant! Huh? What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Okay, new theory! I think Hifumi dragged Taka up here and wasn't planning to be dead at all, but then Yasuhiro came in and he was like, "Fuck you, Hifumi!" and oops, and then he killed him. That's what I think. How do I leave? I forget how to leave. There's only one way out, in and out of this room. Through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. That means somebody was in here. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. But that certain someone... Repository door has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. I should probably look around here a little more. Huh? I can look around here a little more? Oh. Oh, there's a stretcher looking thing. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. Kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait! Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? Oh, he has a good memory. Look at the wheel! There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. Okay, well... I think we should leave that for the next episode! So thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of Danganronpa. Hopefully we'll figure it out in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. You can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Bye bye!